Just gonna get us live on YouTube and then we'll be ready to go.
I'll give you the hair tie right off of my wrist. I'll turn it up if you play Taylor Swift. I'll gas you up when you're acting unhinged. If you're done, if you're pissed, I'll help you burn down a bridge. I'm an always got time for my girls, girl. Wherever you are in the world, girl, I'll be right there when you call me up. If you need to cry or wanna get drunk, I'll be your number one hype girl. I got your back in a fight, girl. Round after round, I'm always down. There ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl. Yeah, there ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl. Hey. Woo! Round after round, I'm always down. There ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl.
Good evening. Hi, this is Sheila Chappelle coming to you here with the Hurricane Girls. It's a Tuesday night and it's 8 o'clock, and we are here together here with two of my besties. I'm here with the Salty Hurricane, Mary, tonight. How are you doing tonight?
I am really, really good because I get to be here.
Yes, and my other bestie and sister, Hurricane Sim, with the cute haircut. The fuck? Look at you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm still not used to it yet. I go to run my fingers through my hair, and then I'm like, oh shit, where's the rest of it?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know the feeling. At least it's not like when you like in the before times, like peel your onion and shave it off, and then you go in the shower and you can hear the water, you can feel the water pinging off your dome.
Right, right.
Yeah.
No, for real.
That's something I experienced in a former life. But yeah, it's good to see you all here tonight. For those of you joining the show here, we do not have a guest tonight. We did have a guest lined up. Racontus, my friend, was supposed to be here, but there are things that came up that are preventing her from being here tonight. She sends her wishes, and hopefully we'll be able to schedule another time to talk to her. But right now, it's Girls Club. We're here on the Hurricane Girls. We are the daughters of darkness, the sisters of rage. We are the goddesses curse on mediocre men and nature's happy little accidents. Coming up. By the way, tonight gonna be a little bit shorter show. We're going to only be on for an hour and a half. It seems like we were kind of stuck in a time slot that was dictated by our former radio station, which shall not be named. And I just it just occurred to me that we don't have to do that. And we know 2 hours is kind of a big chunk of your time. We want to make things a little bit more bite-sized for you. And I know you love your Hurricane Girls, but we also have lives. So, maybe just an hour and a half tonight, and that'll be the adjustment we're making for the rest of the season. Speaking of the rest of the season, um, coming up in October, we're going to be visiting with Mishi Rivera Acosta. We're going to be visiting with Miss Andre, our friend Miss Emily. Will be there with us in October as well. In September, we're going to meet a band called Stone and Snow, and also another band called Natural Velvet. A hot new metal band from Nashville, Blank Era, will be on in September. And also Renee Bell from Gilmore Girls, Kirk's girlfriend Lulu on Gilmore Girls show. Next week, we will be meeting a new alt metal band from Ireland called New Enemy. We'll check out one of their tracks at the end of the show today. So stick around for that. But right now, we're just here to kiki. We're just here to have fun. How's your day? How's your weeks going, ladies?
They're going.
You're
You're
talking.
muted,
You're
Sim.
muted, Sam. There you
Always
go.
good when I get to be here with you guys.
Yeah, it's good. I was watching some reels earlier, and I don't know how many, like, I don't know, like I love Marilyn Monroe, right?
Mhm.
I'm a big fan. Um but somebody was showing a video of the cemetery where she was buried. And there's a lot of famous people buried there, but it pissed me off so much looking at her final resting place because she is interred and right in the slot right next to her is Hugh Hefner.
Oh, for fuck's sake, are you serious?
Yes, Hugh
Ooh.
Hefner is buried was entombed right next to her, and he
Ooh.
made sure that that happened.
Ew. All
Yes.
the ick.
So
All the ick.
Marilyn is often known as the first lady to pose for Playboy. That's not entirely true, though.
Mm.
Marilyn was paid $50 for a photo shoot when she was still going by Mona Monroe, and she had taken those long before the Playboy magazine had been established. So Hefner bought those photos from the photographer, published them without paying her and without her consent, and is now she wasn't particularly happy about this and is now buried forever next to her. Um, it's like stuff like that is so fucking infuriating. I don't even know how to express it. And then above her, um, there's this guy named Richard Poncher who is married to somebody else,
Mm.
but he is intentionally buried above her in the slot above her. They're in like a mausoleum of sorts, and he's intentionally has the one bu above her and is buried face down.
Are you fucking
Ew.
kidding me?
Ew.
Yes.
Ew.
So even in death, even in death, a woman like Marilyn Monroe can't get any fucking respect and decency.
So I have several questions about that. Okay, so like first off, who's running the grounds, right? Who approves that? Like where who's going to be buried where?
Uh,
Like number who does that? And also no one checked with, I mean, there's someone who manages Marilyn Monroe's estate, right? So like, because I'm sure there's still money collected even now
mm.
from movies she's been in and things like that, residuals as tiny as they might be. Somebody's in charge of that, right? So how did those conversations happen? And do they not have any legal recourse for that? I mean, that's insane.
It's the Pierce Brothers Westwood Village Memorial
Mhm.
Park. There's a fuck ton of famous people buried there,
Right.
but the also those grave slots are fucking expensive, and if you can pay for it, I feel like money walks and bullshit gets buried. So it seemed like both of those Hefner and Poncher, their crypts were paid. There was a lot of money paid for them.
Money talks.
Right.
Yeah,
The
but
fact that
it just
like Poncher was married.
Yeah. Yeah.
His like
That's disgusting.
his wife was still alive when he was disposed of.
So she knew and she was okay with this?
I don't know that she
I
was
don't think
okay
she had
with
a
it.
choice.
No.
She wouldn't have had a
She
choice
it was written into his will
because a man's money is far more important than a woman's dignity at all
No, that's true.
times.
at
A
all
man's
times.
ego, it's not even his money. It's not even his money, it's his ego.
Mm.
It dangles so he has more say, right?
It's disgusting that even in death, I mean, there's no way to, get consent for shit like that.
Yeah.
Right. No consent doesn't even fucking matter at that point. And I was watching it. The guy, I mean, no shade to the guy who filmed it. He was just filming, famous
Oh
cemeteries,
yeah.
but he pointed out that story and it made my smoke come out of my ears just hearing that kind of thing. That's sort of, you've talked about these stories before, Mary. You've talked, women and having the blatant disrespect
Oh
that
yeah.
that we have, and it's just it doesn't even stop when we die.
No, it doesn't. And even if you've made massive contributions in history, you're still not honored. You
Right,
know,
she's
you go back
Marilyn.
to, yes.
She's
I mean,
Marilyn. Goddamn
and it's
Monroe.
for all time. I mean, look at Elizabeth Bathory, the Blood Countess. She
Mhm.
allegedly murdered virgins and bathed in their blood to stay young. No, she was a powerful, intelligent, amazing leader, but she was a woman. So they had to paint her as a vicious bitch who unalived, if we're going with TikTok terminology, who murdered
Or not.
innocent young women who had never been sullied by a man, and they never had a chance to bear a child for a man because this wicked bitch had needed their blood. I mean,
Oh
it was because
no.
she erased their ability to breathe. You know, they had to paint them in a way that they painted her in a way that would mean that other women did not aspire to be her. That's
And
what it is. We don't
oh
want
no,
women to want to be like that.
not missing out on the chance to get knocked up by a dude. That would be
Oh, darn.
terrible. Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be awful if
Roxanne. Oh,
they did that. No, that'd be
I
terrible.
mean,
And
I
shocking.
love my kids. I love my kids. I'm so glad I have my kids. They are not the only reason I was born. They're not the only reason I exist.
Right, right.
No, not even, I love all six of mine, but
Overachiever.
I I mean, listen, they could just appear in my life.
Just up here.
She's not
They
wrong. I mean,
they do they do. I only had to work really hard for one of them. So
sure.
yeah, but and even that one's so easy to raise.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
Hermie's been such a pleasant blessing of a child, you
Oh, just
know.
wait. We'll see in a couple more years if you're still saying that.
What are you trying to manifest in my life here, Simran?
I listen. I'm just saying. I was still feeling that way when my daughter was your daughter's age too, and I hope it continues. I do. I do. I'm not trying to manifest nothing.
I see.
Listen,
It's
I think
hard.
you two will always have a good relationship. I don't doubt that. I know when those hormones start coming in, that attitude shift comes in, and it's a whole lot of different.
Well, we're got our hormones coming in at the same time. Like
Right,
I
right.
do love the fact that I've been able to go through puberty with my child.
Well, sure, but your brain's a little bit more developed than hers is, my love.
Are
That's
you
true.
sure? Are you
She's smart. I mean, that's fair. That's
Damn,
fucking fair.
damn.
I'm so sorry,
This has
Sheila.
been
Just
Hurricane
take note
Girls.
of
Have a
who's
chin up, tits out, ladies.
nice talking to you this week. See you next week.
Right, right. Let's come on. When we got real people to talk to. No, I think like she's smarter than me already. You
Well,
know,
yeah,
like she's definitely got a good head, and she protects me like more than a child should
she
have to
does. She
protect.
really
Oh,
looks out for you. She does look
Uh,
out for you.
like literally when we were at Pride this past weekend, and I was sitting there literally losing my vision, whiting out, and about to pass out. She sat and she would not leave actual physical contact with me. Like when I sat down, she
oh.
sat down
Was your
behind
ass not
me,
hydrated enough? What the
was
fuck did you
very
do?
hydrated, very hydrated. It was hot, and I cannot walk that far.
Mm, that's
It was
good.
a parade, and it
Yeah,
took it
that's
out of
good.
me.
You need to get a
And
scooter next time. Just, just
Yeah,
rent yourself a little
what?
scooter.
Like, I'm not gonna get a
come
hover.
around.
I'm not gonna get a fucking hover around.
Listen, you little ableist bitches. I'm just
No,
saying.
do you remember the commercial where she was like at the
No,
Grand
it's
Canyon?
listen.
Come around.
It's not the
Listen.
chair. It's not the chair that I mind. It's the hover round, like the brand hover round.
Well, I
Like
don't think they have them there. I think you'll be okay.
I don't. All I can hear is the commercial in my head.
Yes.
Like, no, I would get a badass chair. Don't get me wrong. I would put lightning stripes on it.
Oh, hell yes.
But like, and
Rent yourself a
probably
Like,
damn
the
scooter
Hurricane
next
Girls.
time so your knees don't hate you. 5 minutes in, and so you
Right.
don't die.
What I need is like one of those Masonic little carts. They're the little that the Shriners used to drive around in parades
Oh,
and do little
but you have to wear
Oh,
the
yeah,
crisscrosses.
fez.
yeah. Yeah,
You
that's
got to
true.
wear the fez though.
Yeah, you gotta
I
wear
need the
the, yeah.
fast. Yeah, right. I don't know if they let people like me in. I've not checked the admission.
Fuck them.
Uh, I just want the
Sorry.
cart. I just want the
Right?
cart. I
I don't
don't
want
give a
voting
fuck.
privileges. I just want the cart.
I don't give a fuck about what else they do. It's a bunch of tired old men in funny hats. You know,
Yeah.
I just want the car for like an hour on a
Right.
Saturday.
That's fair.
That's all I need. Oh God. Yes, I was passing out, and Hermie, like I was sitting there, like on a stoop, and Hermie went turned onto the other side and literally sat up back up next to me. So if I was to slump down, she would be holding me up. That's the best she could hold me up,
Oh.
tiny as she is. But yeah, I mean, I think my kid is probably actually going to turn out better than me. So.
That's usually what happens. I'm sure
Yeah,
my
But I
my
think,
my kid will turn out better than me. She already is better than
but
me. So
But doesn't that then reflect on how good you are because you're able to raise a child that is like that? So that to me says
listen,
that you have that foundation in yourself to be able to give it to them. So don't minimize your own greatness just because your kid is taking it to the next. That's fine. You've done it. What is it that I keep hearing about me that I need to like go ahead and take credit for the good I've done and stop being fatalistic about it and understand that I have value and I have worth as I am. What is it that I keep hearing? There seem to be people that tell me that. I seem to feel
I
like
don't know why Sim would tell you that.
who dat? What? What?
it seems to
What?
be
The
somebody in
sound
this
is bad. I
room.
can't hear you. Speak up. What?
My God, Sim, she has actually heard us. I I love it that you've
So I'm
actually
like, it's
heard
not just
us.
Sim. It's not just Sim. It's not just Sim. We're not going to
No,
just lay it at Sim. But I have an entire now room, not just y'all, but an entire room full of people who have led me onto the path of finally seeing my own self-worth. So my point is, your daughters could not possibly be the young women and women they are if not for their mothers being the amazing women that they are. So, meh.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh.
You're not wrong. I am pretty awesome.
We are
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah,
big deal.
hello.
We are kind of a big deal. It's all right.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, I think about it like I must be doing something right because of my adopted daughters seeing it and being
Yep.
like,
See?
I want to be part of that.
Right. And that's just it. I mean, you have to remember, they came into your life, you know, presently, very
Mhm.
much later on. So I mean, they were attracted to the person that you are now and felt that connection. And you
Mhm.
had such a huge impact on them in such a short amount of time that they felt that bond, and that speaks volumes.
I loved cat called me the other morning, cat call, huh?
I was just gonna
Cat call. Yeah. Um, she called me the other morning and she was saying, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid I'm not going to do well with this baby. She's pregnant. And she's my
say,
second grandchild. And she's like, I'm so worried that this baby's not going to be okay and that I'm not going to be a good mom and stuff like that.
oh,
And I'm like, absolutely, like good moms worry about shit like that.
I was just gonna say,
Like if you didn't worry about it, I would be worried about
right,
you being a
exactly.
mom. But
Yeah.
like, no, literally, this kid has got the best mom. And I realized at that point is I thought having Hermie when I was older, she's only 13 now, and I'm almost 50. I almost thought I would never be a grandparent, and certainly not have my kids going through childbirth.
Right.
But then, knowing that when and I can't physically identify with childbirth
Hmm.
being a trans woman, like I
Hmm.
am all woman, I just will never be able to do that like many other cis women.
Hmm.
But just knowing that she wanted to come to me when there was this feeling of dread, feeling of need, needing of reassurance, and knowing that somebody would listen to her and be there for her. That's something I've tried to display for my kids. And they know it. They know that no matter what I'm doing, I'll be in the middle of a call at work
Mhm.
and I'll see Britt, I'll see Kat, I'll see Hermie, I'll see whoever, you know, I can't even remember all my kids' names right now. Um, yeah.
Because you're almost 50,
Doing Nick
right?
Ev,
Cannon, right? I mean,
Ev, Sam, Drew, yes. Just knowing that they feel like when they want to share in their triumphs or they want a assurance for what they're going through, that they feel free to come to me makes me feel 180 degrees different than my mother.
yeah,
Because I wouldn't tell that bitch anything.
yeah.
No, I
No.
feel that. And like with mine, I've got Kieran, he's 16 and his boyfriend and I and Kieran are now in a group chat
I love
because
that.
Mhm.
Kieran wanted me to meet Rio and apparently I guess it's Sigma. They said mummy is the Sigma. I don't know what that
I,
means, but
I've
I don't
heard that
know.
that's a
it
word.
they call me mummy and it's the fact that Kieran has said that I've heard him say to other people that he tells me everything. Like, oh, I
Hmm.
tell my mom everything. So like his friend Grace in California, I know who she is, and I hear him literally say to her, "Well, I tell my mom everything anyway." And
Oh.
that tends to offend some people, but the fact that he will do that melts me,
Mhm.
because he's 16, or like when we were at band camp and he let me hold his hand until somebody could see us, but he let me do
Oh.
it.
Oh, to
Yeah, so
be
we're walking along and
clear,
I'm just like, ugh, you
to
are
be,
younger than I am and you're a grandmother, by the way.
I know, right? But just for your education here, Sigma in internet slang means uh, someone who is self-assured, doggedly individualistic, and a model of status, success, and possibly attractiveness. This is your kid after all. It can mean
Yeah, well,
extremely good. So if you've been described as Sigma, then you are
The
probably in
highest
pretty
of
good shape,
compliments. Yeah.
right? You're not Skibbity Toilet or whatever there, or Ohio, Skibbity
Yeah,
Ohio.
whatever that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Skippy Roo or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
yeah,
skibbity bibbity boo, bibbity bobbity
right.
boo.
No, my daughters, my 13-year-olds are somewhere cringing right now, involuntarily. They don't even know what I'm saying. But the fact that I said it, yes, I have no doubt that they are absolutely cringing right now.
Oh, I was put in my place when my daughter was probably Hermione's age, and I don't remember exactly what I said about some. Oh, I think she's. We were listening to music or something, or she was telling me about a party or something. Oh, and I said, "Oh yeah, it sounds like it was pretty jumping." She's like, "Mom, don't
Oh
ever say
no.
that." I was like, but this was
Wait.
like 15 years ago, so it was like 20 years ago. I was like, "Okay, noted." We'll never say that again.
No.
Got it.
Mom, you're so cringe. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Oh
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
my gosh. I try to be
Yeah.
cringe and then he lets me hold his hand. I'm not complaining.
I
It's
almost
great.
wanted to break out like the 80s jargon just to really, really confuse her.
I'll do it.
Totally. Totally tubular.
As if.
Right?
Mm,
It's so awesome. Not.
that's so
Psych.
fetch.
Psych.
Exactly, right?
Fetch is never going to happen, Gretchen. No. Okay, we're old now.
We're old now.
Like
Yeah.
No. No.
the hurricane grandmas up in this bitch
Shut your mouth.
right now.
No.
Shut
No.
your
See,
dirty
and
ass mouth.
right, but I was saying that during the calm before the storm. Like I don't feel as old as this age implies I am.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well, I think you
mean?
have a
Like
new
I
perspective, as you get older. I
I'm
mean,
certainly not.
50 isn't what I perceived it to be. Like I remember when my husband and I, let's see, this would have been 50 would have been 96 when my mom turned 50 in 96. My husband and I had been together 4 years. And we were going to go to I remember that we were going to go to my mom's 50th birthday party. And I remember thinking at that point, at the ripe old age of 23, like, man, 50 is pretty good. 50 is pretty good life. And now I'm just like, 50 is nothing. Like, you know,
No.
No, because when we were my triplets age,
yeah,
50 was impossibly old.
yeah,
Oh my
It was
gosh.
impossibly old. Like
yeah.
you were just over the hill at that point. And
Oh
I would love to like take a little picture of myself right now and send it
Mhm.
back to 13-year-old
yeah.
me
Oh
and
my
be like,
Right,
gosh.
this is you.
right,
Right? I
And
can't
exactly.
wait to
and
be 50.
watch how that little punk ass just looks at the picture and is like,
Right.
uh
But also, I think, when I was 23, when I looked at 50 at that age, and like my mom at 50, to me, the person, like my mom, I felt like had so much wisdom and knowledge and, all these things. And
No, I
I'm
don't.
like, and I'm still waiting for that point where I feel like I have
right.
a gram of that knowledge and wisdom. Like, where is that? I thought
Right?
there would be more by now.
Like
I thought that I would be smarter by now.
I would ask adults for the answers to questions, like they would know, and when they said something, I would believe them
Right,
because
right,
they were grown ass. And I'm
right.
looking at myself right now, and I'm like, bitch, I don't know shit.
Right. I need
Like,
an
no,
adultier adult because I'm
I
not
did.
it. I need an adultier adult.
Like, my kids come to me with questions. I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Like, I'm making this shit up. Don't y'all realize this? I've been having imposter syndrome since I was 18.
Yes. Yes, 100%. I just want to tell people, like, break out the Encyclopedia Britannica. I don't know. I don't know.
Wait just a minute though, who's popped up in this box here is putting on her crown because she's a fucking queen.
Hell yeah.
Hey there, Morgan. How are you? You are muted, baby girl. Yeah, how are you?
Hey everyone, sorry I'm late. I
Well,
was,
we're going to excuse it this one time because this week it's your birthday.
yes, it
Happy
is.
birthday.
Yes. How old?
I will be 34 on the 21st.
Shut
You're gonna
up.
have outlived Jesus.
Oh God.
Stop it. Don't do that.
He was 33.
Yeah, and he
Oh my
woke up,
God.
and he got up 3 days later with all
Ah.
power in his
Uh,
hands.
Oh my God, Sheila. You're
Ted,
so
Ted, Ted, Technically, Jesus is over 2,000 years old, chilling in heaven, minding his business. Well, yeah,
minding his business. Well, he needs to. Never mind.
stop
Never mind.
it.
I can make all kinds of off-color jokes about Jesus, but
Please don't.
yeah, just tell him
I'm
come
just
get his
saying he needs
wallet
to
off my
like.
nightstand.
He needs to do some shit because people down here need to be smacked the hell around and told what to do. Fuck's sake.
Believe
Yeah.
me, it's happening.
Come get your Christian nationalists.
And this
Ooh,
hair tonight, the fuck, look at you. Oh,
Right? Oh my gosh.
yes. If you're on Spotify, go to YouTube because yeah, our girl is the finer friend tonight.
everybody bow down to the Leo.
That's right.
When is your birthday? Is it the end of the week or did we miss we
Said it
didn't
No,
was
miss
the
it,
it's
did we?
21st.
no, it's literally this Thursday.
Thursday. All right. Thursday is hers day.
Yes.
The same
Yes.
day as my dad's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to him.
Mm,
But y'all, guess what?
what?
Tell me why school starts on my birthday. So that was honestly, I was like looking at both of my classes, trying to create a group chat. I created one for one. I need to do the other. Then I was on the phone running my mouth with one of my good homeboys, who's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. And then I was like, oh Lord, I was like, dude, I'm late to my podcast. I'm gonna have to call you back. And then I was like, where's my crown? Because I said I was gonna wear my crown on this here podcast and I was
Mm,
gonna pop my stuff. I can't say what I want to say because my mom in the other room, so I don't want to be disrespectful.
hey, mama. No,
So
don't listen to Sheila's filthy mouth, mama.
she can't hear
No.
you. I got these headphones on.
Mm,
But excuse me. But fun historical fact on my birthday. Who wants to hear the tea?
Always.
Always here for the
Duh.
tea.
Okay, but trigger warning: mentionings of slavery, murder, um, religious, religious psychosis. Not on his end, but on them fools' end. So,
Okay, Morgan, we gotta talk about your definition of fun.
Right?
Honestly, like you
which
said
one?
You
fun.
said fun. You
That
said
doesn't
fun.
sound fun.
You said
Oh,
fun fact about my birthday.
oh wait, fun fact. You know what? No, I'm gonna skip to the good part. Okay, so
Okay.
Nat Turner's rebellion happened on my birthday in
Oh, are you
1831.
serious?
Okay.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God.
So
Mhm.
so yeah, that's another reason why I be popping my stuff. Again, shout out to him and the team. Y'all should have let the kids make it. That was my only thing. I was like, Dad, y'all like the babies. But I get it. So yeah, they
Well,
had a
that's a great way to mark that occasion, I think, is to have you born after.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it technically the rebellion happened both on the 21st and also the 22nd. Um, they were all gathered up together. They had their prayer meeting and basically was like, God give us strength. Very similar to the Haitian Revolution, except no pigs were sacrificed. So at
No
midnight,
bacon.
no, the Haitian Revolution, they actually sacrificed a black pig to the I can't think of who, but that was the Haitian Revolution. But they did a voodoo ceremony. Nat Turner and everybody, they were Christians. So they had a prayer meeting. They basically did what David and them would have done. And that's pray, sing, fellowship, da da da. The first unaliving, I know TikTok language, the first unaliving happened at midnight.
We're on YouTube, bitch. It's killing.
Okay, the first killing, which was one of the masters in the bed along with his wife. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And then set the house on fire. And then they went to the next plantation, did the same thing, and was recruiting people. And of course, there was one that had a child, hence what the 60 men, women, and children were killed. Again, the babies. But yeah, shout out to that Turner in the game.
Yes. Big ups.
Oh my gosh. So
Why are you saying that
Oh,
when you're looking at
well,
my frame
because
here, Mary?
well, no, because I'm looking at the laptop because every time Morgan starts talking about history, I'm like, I have to know more. So like I wanted to know about the black pig, and so it was saying that according to tradition, a black pig was sacrificed during the
mhm,
ceremony, a symbolic act representing the rejection of colonial oppression and the sacred
mhm,
connection with the spirits of the land and ancestors. The
mhm,
pig's blood was shared among the participants, thus
mhm,
sealing their pact of revolt.
mhm.
Like, hello.
Right.
Wow.
What they didn't add was before they did this, the sky was dark, it was lightning, everything was shaking, and they were like, that's it, slavery is over. We're about to do this. They did it.
Shout out to Mishi in the chat there, by the way. Hey girl, what's up?
Hey.
Hanging out with Mishi and Alia in the chat.
Um, oh yeah, today was also on my birthday. That was when we stole Hawaii from the Hawaiians and they became annexed on my birthday like 50 plus years ago. Or is it 60? I
God.
low key want to say give Hawaii back, but
Hawaii should have been given back, yeah.
Yeah.
Queen Liliuokalani.
Let's give the whole shit back, low key. Like the whole
yeah,
Yeah.
thing.
yeah,
Yes.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
yeah, because how
Like
that
both.
happened, not cool.
No, I talked about Queen Liliuokalani, and in the history that I read about her, there was a lot of, depending on who you read, they would say that, she willingly allied herself with the Americans. No, she did what she had to do
No, that
to
was by
save her
force.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like, something I didn't know is that song that everybody has heard is Aloha Oi was written by Queen Liliuokalani. And she wrote dozens and dozens of Hawaii songs from Hawaii. That was her gift, and she was this amazing. She was the last sovereign leader of Hawaii, of the
Hmm.
Kingdom of Hawaii, and she had said when she signed the treaty that she was only doing it to save her people. She wasn't willingly doing it. So, and like, then I hadn't known like Dole, the pineapple guy. That was an American who went there and appointed himself governor of
Hmm.
Hawaii. And now we have Dole pineapple. So it's like I have trouble eating pineapple ever since I learned about Queen Liliuokalani because it's not even native to Hawaii. So
Oh,
it's from the Middle East. I believe it's the Middle East, but it's not native to Hawaii.
yeah. Are you serious? The Middle East? Where?
I believe so. Let me
Because
look.
parts of the Middle East, even to this day, is somewhat of a desert. I mean, granted, the Middle East in the ancient times they had more green stuff, but
Oh, sorry, it's South America. Excuse me, South America,
okay, who I was like, wait,
but
what?
not Hawaii. So it's not indigenous to Hawaii. It was brought there. Um, yeah, indigenous to South America. Sorry, went backwards with that.
Oh, girl, it's okay. That is
See, I
that
got to
is
fact check
nasty.
myself.
That is still nasty work.
It was asked in our chat, but Mishi was asking uh, if it's okay to ask questions. In the chat, it is always okay to ask questions
Hmm.
Please
because
do.
Hurricane Girls, when we're all live on YouTube, is an interactive show when we get some good stuff in the chat. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, probably not so much. But hey, you can send us an email at MsSheilaChappelle@gmail.com and we'll see if we can answer it on the next show. But if you're in the YouTube chat, by all means, feel free to put a chat in the question. So the question is, or put a question in the chat, not a chat in the question. It's late. It's not late. How do you feel when you see a woman film being the lone survivor? Is the question.
Who wants to go first?
I think Mary, you've volunteered at this point.
I'm not sure I understand
I
the question. Can you ask?
well,
Right. Maybe we can clarify the question, but I think Mary has an answer formulated already.
oh yeah, because this is something that I think about a lot. Because if you look at things like, okay, what do men call their cars and their boats and their everything?
She.
She,
Right.
Boom, boom, boom.
because they own them, right? They own them, so they are she. But then you get
Mhm.
these movies that are written by men, like, oh, I don't know, Aliens. That's James Cameron, right? A dude.
Mhm.
Um, and we
And
see
Ridley
that there is a
Scott.
strong, yeah, we see a strong man, a strong woman who is trying to fucking tell these idiots, look, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. And nobody listens. So who's left at the end? A strong woman and her fucking cat. Okay?
Yep.
Ask me why I'm a cat woman. And I think that we see this in the movies because there are those people who admit that it is women who make the world survive. It is
Mhm.
women that are the seed of everything. If
Mhm.
if not for women, no humanity would be here. So it has to be a woman who survives because women are the stronger of everything. And I don't even want to say that. That's not even a good way to put it because there are people in between. There's masc feminine in between, and there are powerful people everywhere. But we're speaking specifically about women.
Mhm.
So I want to make that point. I'm not into the whole binary thing, just so we're clear. But since we're speaking directly about women, it you look at these movies and by and large it is strong women who come out of it on the other end. And if there's a guy, it's because a woman led him there. Like wasn't it? Is it Lynn? What was her name in Terminator?
Linda Hamilton.
Linda
Yeah, I
Hamilton,
mean,
yeah. Sarah Connor, we're gonna say.
yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't a woman there too? I mean,
Hmm.
with they know, and then but I'm honestly there's this part of me that's surprised that those movies are not suppressed because historically we suppress strong women because we don't want other women
Well,
getting those ideas. Well, they aren't.
honestly, the victor over the Terminator was going to be John Connor, but we had to make sure she was there to give birth to him.
Well, yes, because that's what she's worth, right? But I mean,
Hmm.
it's re regardless of all of it, they admit that they cannot do a fucking thing without a woman. But
Hmm.
so, fuck's sake, sorry, I get so wound up about this. But the one that always sticks out with me is Aliens because you see the truth of what it is with society because you've got and my kid knows the names of everybody, but there is Bill Paxton played the role. And he, game over,
Hmm.
man, it's game over. And he's just freaking the fuck out while she's standing there like, you done? And so but women are the emotional ones, right? Women are the emotional
Right.
ones. We're calmly trying to tell you, look, son of a bitch, you're being stupid. This is what we need to do. No, 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 we have to do it our way first so that a bunch of people die, and then oh, by the way, I guess you were right, sorry.
Yeah.
Now go
So
back and make me a sandwich.
one of the for instance that was provided for us here was for instance Lord of the Rings when it was revealed that it was a
I
woman
am no
the
man.
killing the Witch King of Angmar that she felt empowered and she didn't see a lot of that in film these days. It's
Well, and I
true.
think, and I think too, I think that goes back to also Reese Witherspoon has spoken out about that. She started a whole production company about 9 or 10 years ago for the specific purpose of including writing more stories that were women focused because she kept seeing in movies whenever she'd get given a script, it was this, you know, powerless kind of meek woman and
Hmm.
looking up to the man going, I don't know, what do I do? And, and she got really sick of that because she's like, in real life, who's taking charge? The women are fucking taking charge. It's not the men, it's the women, and kind of saying, okay, fuck this. This is what we're going to do. So she wanted to make sure that they started writing stories reflecting that instead of the,
Hmm.
the idea that women are always seeking the men out to ask them how to solve problems. So, she her company was involved in adapting like Gone Girl and Wild and Big Little Lies because she felt very strongly about that. And I think that she definitely has contributed to kind of changing that narrative.
Yeah.
I mean, even recently with K-pop Demon Hunters, that's huge in the world right now. But that's three powerful women who saved the fucking world, and they're sexy while they do it because they own it and they like it.
Mm.
That's how they feel beautiful. And just I'm obsessed with that right now. I'm so
They
sorry.
step on the dicks of the Sajo boys.
And
Yes,
adjust
but
your
oh my
crown,
God.
sis.
Oh
Mm.
my God. But even at almost 50 years old, I have a crush on a goddamn animated character because of that
You and
fucking
Hermie
movie.
both. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's not even just one of them because
Like I think given the topic of discussion of female directors and actors and characters, it would be very remiss of me not to mention at this point that our dear friend Jennifer Reeder,
Right.
winner of the Lily Wachowski Anarchists United grant, has just recently released such a film on Blu-ray called
Yay.
Perpetrator with Alicia Silverstone in it. It
so
had
good.
just hit Blu-ray, just hit Blu-ray.
Awesome.
So you can order a copy of that movie. Now it is all about female empowerment. And I every time I watch it, I text her with different thoughts on it. It's fucking a good movie. Which is made for Shudder. Like it was made for basically made for cable, but it's made for Shudder, but it is way better than it had any right to be. And she's such a fantastic. All of her movies are anarchist and female empowering. It's yeah. If you haven't investigated her, I strongly recommend. She also does a lot of work with our very own Jen Lennon. So you'll be supporting Hurricane Girls when you go and watch one of those movies. So do it. But yeah, I look at a lot of like we were when we were growing up, the female characters in movies were women like Leia from
Yes.
Star Wars or and I remember somebody talking about Padme Amidala in the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Um,
Still reduced to her uterus.
right. Padme,
Luke and Leia.
and women were like, "Oh, well, great, we got representation, we've got a strong character." I'm like,
No,
"No, her whole thing is
no.
to be there to bear these two children and then to fucking die to give motive.
And who got
She
stuck in the bikini?
she
Sorry.
gets to die to
Hmm.
motivate Anakin Skywalker to become Darth fucking Vader." And she basically is a whole ass failure of a Bechdel test on a large score. And that's Natalie Portman, y'all.
Yeah.
It's Natalie Portman playing that character. I mean, I do question some of her choices. She was the 13-year-old trying to seduce the 45-year-old in the fucking professional, which is
Okay, but that movie
hard
was
to
so
watch.
good. There is
Okay.
so much of that movie that spoke to me on so many different levels, and maybe it's because of the childhood I had, but
Well, the
yeah,
fact that he
there
did
was.
resist her temptations
Mhm.
was admirable, but the fact that they were in the
Right.
movie at all, what the fuck, director?
Well, I mean, was it
Yeah.
Lolita? Was it
Ugh.
Lolita?
Yeah, Lolita,
That's
Poison
another
Ivy, or
one.
whatever
Yeah.
his ones. Yes. And like I said, any other questions you don't even have to ask, but we that's a good topic that really gets me started because when we like you did mention like the strongest ones we have are Alien and Sarah
Mhm.
Con like a Ripley in Alien or Sarah Connor in Terminator. And even then they're just vehicles. Sorry, I read the chat. Um
Ah!
But I
for
mean, you
those of
also
you
have
who
like
are
you
for
have
those of you who
listen.
are not inside in the inside circle, you don't know what Morgan is doing and you don't get the implication. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
But listen, you also have like Uma Thurman and Kill Bill, right? She was,
Mhm.
she was
Oh my
amazing.
God, yes.
So I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
she
Oh my
rocked that
God.
role. So I mean, so hard. So I mean,
Yes.
the roles are out there. The problem is they're very few and far between. We shouldn't have to have wait once in a decade to have a strong female
No.
character that we can go, oh yeah, remember this
Right.
movie from the 80s, or remember this movie
Hmm.
from the 90s with the
Uh,
strong female character.
Tim, try being a
But
trans
and then
woman.
but look at how kitschy they end up being anyway. Because like
Right.
Kill
Right.
Bill is so over the top, and Aliens is so probably not going to happen. It's always this science fiction thing. You're killing me, Mark.
I love Kill Bill. I really love it, especially when
It was so
Beatrice
good.
came and did what she did. I just say she
Oh
didn't
my
get a
God.
chance to enact revenge on Bill's brother. The crazy pop-eyed one did with the black mama, but it's like, baby, pick a
Daryl
side. Do you
Hannah.
like her? Do you not like her? Like what?
What are you doing, Morgan? You
Listen,
cracking
I
Well,
can't
he
focus on
respected
you
her.
right now, Morgan.
He
I
respected
cannot.
her.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
commercial
I,
commercial break. This is the Scandinavian swimmer snack. You can get it from Trader Joe's.
ooh.
This
So
is
is
What at
that
adult.
Trader
supposed to be
Joe's?
like Swedish fish? Is that like
Yeah.
Swedish fish
Yeah,
imitation?
yeah, it's like gummy bears, but it's better and it's really good. It's low in sodium and also low in sugar, and it has a little bit of carbohydrate. They don't have no proteins, but it's still good. But yeah, I'm right now. I'm
you're
using
making me
I'm using
seasick, is what you're making. What
Right.
you're
That's what I'm
doing.
yeah,
saying.
yeah, exactly. That's what y'all know what I'm talking about. You
What?
said the right word.
Nope.
Mm, chomp chomp.
Hmm.
The question is posed there, like if Kendrick Lamar can win the Pulitzer Prize, uh, for winning with his album Damn, why couldn't film also like a film script, I guess, uh also be considered for that prize? Like if you've got a good script and oh my God, I swear to Christ.
This is why I
Um,
don't read the chat, y'all, because it just
right,
when we have guests up here and the chat goes loud, I'm like, I can't. I can't.
right.
Oh,
And that, and
I'm
that.
just gonna leave it at this.
stop.
we're
Oh my
What
making
were we
fun
saying?
we're
What were we
making fun of
saying?
a certain person that we all know and we can't say online because
No.
there's possible implications for that. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Repercussions. Yeah.
And we're
What
gonna
were
we're
we
gonna
saying?
we're gonna just say happy birthday, Morgan. Enjoy your snack.
Yes.
Hmm.
And
I
but
I
yeah,
had
no,
a point. I was gonna say something.
I think it's a good question though. Why can't a film script win a prize like a Pulitzer or something like that? I get that there's Academy Awards for screenplays and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
if something is so profound,
right,
why not? If a hip hop album
right,
can win for that's for the lyrical structure, why not something like Fresh Kills by Jennifer Esposito?
right.
Like, if y'all, I don't know if y'all have seen that movie, Fresh Kills.
There is
Mm-mm.
there is a Pulitzer Prize for film.
Is there?
That's what this is saying.
Well, happy, joy then. Yes, I love it.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like, I thought I'd heard of it, but it's I think though that because like this one, the first one that comes up is Roger Ebert. Come on, he didn't even write the film. So, but at any rate, I think that the other thing is that people don't take certain genres seriously. Like here we go back to history, but that's my thing.
Right,
If you hear that something is oral history, nobody wants to take it seriously because it was before written history. So it's
right.
prehistorical. It's not true. And I think that when something is particularly poignant and powerful, especially when it's a visual thing, and we are as humans driven more by what we see than what we hear because like Dr. Steve Robbins from California, he's a neurosurgeon, neuro something guy. I can't do it right now, but we have seminars that we go to, and he studies
Neuro something.
neuropsychologist
Like
or
Abby
something like
something
that.
from from
Neuro
Young
Right,
spicy.
Frankenstein,
right.
you know?
That's all of
Um,
us.
Abby something.
but like he was saying that, he had said, okay, now make the okay sign, and now I want you to put it on your chin. And he said, so did you put it on your chin or your cheek? Do you not know the difference? But it was driving home the point that we are visually driven more than we are by verbally or auditorially or anything like that. So
Right.
it's that we see these things that it makes them more powerful, and then it terrifies certain members of the species even
True.
more.
Wait, certain members? Who would that be?
I don't
I don't
know, Sheila. What would I
know.
be implying?
I
I don't know.
don't
But I was
understand.
mentioning the film Fresh Kills earlier, directed by Jennifer Esposito, my mutual. Ding, name drop. Yes, but still, it's a really good movie. If you have not seen it yet, it's a mafia movie. It's told from the perspective of the women in the family and how they have to deal with the men's fuck shit throughout the movie. It is fucking phenomenal, this movie. I've been trying this whole year to get her to come on this show. Um, but we haven't come to an agreement yet. But that if you ever get a chance to see that movie, highly recommend it. It is a it is a masterpiece from somebody who was on The Master of Disguise. Like she's come a long way.
I always wanted to hear the perspectives of the mob wives, but then I kind of already have. I don't know if all of y'all remember this show, but it was called the Mob Wives.
Mm-hmm.
Individuals who were either
Mm-hmm.
the daughters of mob bosses. I know
Mm-hmm.
Sammy the Bull's daughter was on there. One woman, she was married to one who was a professional bank robber, and then someone else. I can't think of her name, but yeah, I remember they made a whole show, and I was kind of like, is the FBI not gonna subpoena them? But
Yeah.
but yeah,
Isn't
they
there
were like,
something like women don't have to incriminate their husbands or something? Isn't there some
yeah.
part of the law?
Well, at the time when the show came out, Sammy Bull was still in jail. Now he's out and he has gone to various podcasts and talked about individuals he killed, the number of people he was around, being someone's right hand man, and how so on and so forth.
And I think at this point in time, I really just want to focus on how goddamn gorgeous I look in this camera tonight.
Yes, you do. You're
Hell
Fucking
very,
yeah.
hell.
Oh,
And
I'm
by
absolutely.
the
sorry.
way,
I'm just feeling myself for a moment
in the
there.
new
Feeling
intro
herself.
video, your tatas are killing it.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I low key, I'm like, should I take this crown off and give it to you or something? Or you know what? No, I actually found a perfect crown for all three of y'all. Like there's a flower one, then there's one with stars and moon shapes. Um, yeah, honestly, I think all of y'all will look great with crowns.
Sounds like Lucky Charms.
Wait, which one's mine's gonna be? The stars or the
No, you
Stars.
know what? There was one that I loved. It had like some black diamonds or black emeralds. It was something. It was great. You can find it on Amazon. You can just type in goddess crown.
mm.
Oops.
I
All right,
scared the
here we go.
shit out of Sim earlier. I can tell like this when I was all like, I'm goddamn gorgeous. Sim was like, what is Sheila about to go in on right now?
Oh,
I did that John Lithgow thing there is like, oh my God, I'm gorgeous.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
but
I
see,
love that
this
character I love, but him and Harry Potter can go suck an ass.
Yeah,
wait,
that whole
what?
thing took a hard left. Like I thought he was an ally, and I was like, that shit. I was like, he came out with that. I'm like, oh hell no,
Yeah,
Wait,
hell
he's
what
playing
fucking
what?
happened?
no.
He's playing Dumbledore, right? I think
Huh?
in here isn't he playing Dumbledore?
Not sure what he plays. I haven't caught that part. I just know he was involved with the newest iteration.
Yeah, the new Max series there is
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, what happened with the whole Harry Potter thing? I wasn't allowed to read the book.
All right. And when in our times, in the before times of
He
the
plays
Gen,
Dumbledore.
right? He
Yeah.
um one of his first big characters was a trans character in The World According to Garp with Robin
Hmm.
Williams. May he rest in peace. And so,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a phenomenally well done role. He did really well with it. Got rave reviews. It was very respectful to the trans community. It was well done and very well received, and very before its time because this was in the '80s, early '80s when that wasn't really talked about as much. So fast forward to now when he's doing like the press tour for his involvement with the latest iteration of the Harry Potter fuck shit and like the new series or whatever that they're doing. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't, yeah, I guess maybe he's Dumbledore or something. I don't know what he's doing in this, but basically,
Mhm.
and Sheila or Mary, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically he made some comments about not really getting like what all the fuss was about, or something. I mean, he said something that basically like just really downplayed the shit that J.K. Rowling
Yeah.
was doing, and I was like, ooh, hard pass, my friend, hard pass, and
Yeah.
I was really disappointed by that, given what I perceived as what as him being an ally, given that he took such a profound character,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
originally.
Like he's literally been in so many foundational roles.
Yeah,
It's like and sort of seemed like a safe character, a safe
yeah,
person, you
exactly.
know? And then he's like doing this and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh God, please don't. Why would you do
right,
that?"
right. Like
If
for him to
you
align
are
himself in any way, shape, or form with that, even in neutrality, I feel like even if you're going to be like neutral, this is not the time to be neutral about it. Like you can't.
also you're at the very end of your career.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
You're in your slowing down twilight years. You have a legacy, sir.
right, right.
Why would you do that? Why would you just be like, you know what? I've got a huge queer following. I've
Mhm.
got a great presence in the LGBTQ community. Why don't I just shit on that?
Right. Why don't I just burn it all to the ground? You know?
Right. So it's fucking it's annoying.
Yeah, I was very
It is
disappointed.
annoying. And I'm disappointed, like honestly, in all of our in a lot of people these days.
Yeah.
Like I'm not super surprised, but when you have Superman, like, hey, I'm gonna be an ICE agent now, you know. Hi, I'm Dean Cain.
Naked ages.
I'm a washed up superhero who's also a, by the way, I'm half Japanese, and I would have been put in an internment camp back in the 1940s, but I'm gonna join ICE now because fuck, I hate myself.
Well, and here's the
which
thing.
is asinine.
He's been
Mhm.
problematic for a long time. He just had less of a microphone lately, until he decided that he was gonna, come out and join ICE. And then evidently he did an interview with like Piers Morgan or something, and Piers Morgan called him out on basically not having done shit to be qualified for this position. And Dean
Hmm.
Cain took exception to that and evidently said that he was some type of, I don't know, somebody needs to fact check me, but like some type of like a sheriff or volunteer sheriff, or I don't know. For a
Mm.
while, it's like, I don't care, dude. I don't care what you were before doing this. The fact that you're still on this side of history is just disgusting and revolting.
I've
Right.
never heard of a volunteer sheriff. I've heard of volunteer firefighters.
I don't remember exactly what the role was.
I I don't remember what
I'd
it
have to
was
look.
either.
I'd
It
have to
doesn't
look on the
matter.
internet.
He's not fucking important. The only reason anybody
Yeah.
watched that show he was on in the 90s was Terry Hatcher. I said what I said.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh my
100%.
God, yes.
Nobody gave a
100%.
fuck about nobody gave a fuck about Dean Cain
Yep.
in raggedy ass Party City Halloween Superman costume and in raggedy ass green screen effects. Nobody gave a fuck. Everybody was there to watch Terry Hatcher.
Of course. 100%.
Why is it the non-factors think that they're the main character when at best they were just like maybe a fourth or third or fifth extra at at minimum? Why is
Mhm.
that?
Oh my God. So oops, I'm so sorry. I was
It's
reading.
okay.
Dean
No, it's
Cain
fine.
is of Japanese heritage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Dean Cain and had
Dean
family that
Yeah.
was interned during World War II.
Yes, that's what we were
Dean
talking about. Yeah.
I'm so
Dean
sorry. I was reading.
Tanaka.
I'm just like,
We call those
Yeah.
coons where I'm
Yeah.
from.
Nope, his family.
are you fucking
Yes.
kidding me?
His
Yep.
name at birth is Dean Tanaka.
Ah,
Yeah, he would have been in one of those camps back in the 40s, and now he's ready to go put a whole bunch of people. Now they say that he hates his dad, and his dad was where his Japanese heritage came from. So I don't know if it's just some self-loathing bullshit, but motherfucker, you are not Superman.
this
Like
is
you are a washed up blob,
that's
sir.
crazy. He was
He's
also even
Kevin
in
Sorbo's twin, evil twin.
he was also
Right.
even in God's Not Dead. Wow. This is
Mm.
interesting.
Yes.
This man is at best passing, but I can still see the Asian
Oh
heritage.
yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
Right.
you are not one of them.
You're not
You are
white,
Hmm.
dude.
Right, exactly.
he's definitely a step above everyone else, but it's like, baby, you are still an other, and they will use you until they can't use you no more. You don't believe
Exactly.
me? Look at the black conservatives,
Yep.
how they was
Mhm.
like, I will vote for Donald Trump with all of
Yep.
them, and now look,
Yep.
unemployed.
Dean Cain could not get cast at a gas station glory hole.
Right.
I mean, literally, there was nobody calling. That
100%.
phone was that phone was
Was not
dead.
ringing. Was not ringing for sure.
Do you remember back when we were kids, like you were waiting on a call from somebody and you would just like every now and again pick up the phone to make sure there was a
Yes.
dial tone?
Yes.
That's Dean Cain. Every now and again, he's calling Verizon. Like everyone,
Oh my
he
God.
probably can't afford Verizon. He's calling T-Mobile like
Probably.
Oh
once every
my
couple of weeks.
God.
Like, is my line still working? I'm not getting any calls. Like, no. This was the
Especially
best he
like,
could do. This is as relevant as he could possibly be at this
Facts.
point in time. Like,
100%.
and him and Scott Baio
Yes.
oh
and
my God.
all of
Who's the,
those
oh gosh.
raggedy
Kirk Cameron. Was he another one? Kirk
Kirk
Cameron?
Yes.
Cameron.
Rick Schroeder.
Oh
And
my
Yeah.
God.
He
I
was
love
he
Kirk
was one of my
Cameron.
first childhood crushes, actually. He was my
Yeah.
childhood
Same.
crush, was Rick Schroeder.
That broke my heart
Yep.
because number one, childhood crush in Silver Spoons.
Yes.
Number
Yep.
two, adulthood crush in NYPD Blue.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
then he was like all Trumpy. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
stop. I had a crush on Chachi too. Like, I'm like,
Oh yes.
if
Yeah.
John Stamos comes out as a Trumper, I am gonna
You
fucking
know,
flip
now I'm
shit.
gonna look. Now I
No.
have to look.
I'm gonna flip my fucking shit. Like, no.
I had a crush on Kirk Cameron, and I loved all the fishing
Yes,
movies he was in, but y'all telling
those were
me that
terrible. Let's be real. Those were
uh-uh.
bad.
Some of them I
Left
still
Behind
watch.
was terrible.
I
Well,
like
in
it.
April of 25, John Stamos went to Mar-a-Lago.
Motherfucker,
Ew.
listen, okay. Bob Saget died right in time then. Okay, because
Yep.
I don't need to find out that he was all Trumpy Wumpy.
True.
Remind me of Mar-a-Lago one more time, y'all.
Donald Trump's house, basically, his
Oh,
resort in Florida.
he's
That
canceled.
it's the place with the gold toilets, Morgan. You don't remember that?
Yeah. He emceed an event. He emceed an event there.
It's the top of
Listen,
the hour,
John
by the way, just in
Stamos,
case we were wanting to do anything.
you're listening to the Hurricane Girls, the home of golden toilets, and John Stamos being an asshat,
Just
and
destroying
Dean
our
Cain
childhood
being a
crushes.
yes, Dean Cain being a dickhole. You want to know my largest celebrity crush when I was a little girl?
Who dat?
Candace
Who?
Cameron,
Oh
DJ.
DJ
no.
Tanner
Oh,
from Full
Deej.
House,
Oh,
my
Deej.
lesbian little
Her
heart.
hair. That hair.
Like, no,
Oh
She
my
did have some damn
God.
good hair.
she
Oh,
like I used to just like one of these days we're gonna meet, we're gonna fall in love because
oh my
fucking
God.
I was the same age as her as a
Right.
teenager back in the 80s. But then she's like then she's coming out with all of the shit that she comes out with now. Like
No, thank you.
like no, like
No, thank you.
why? Why everybody? Why are you doing this to my childhood?
Right. Why are you just burning it all down?
Like my poor childhood is just sitting there, ass up in the air.
I mean,
Like this, like stop.
at this point, between all the people that we loved as Gen Xers that are passing away versus all the ones that are turning out as political asshats, it's like, fuck, what
Mhm.
happened? What? I can't. Like between
Right.
the two, I'm exhausted.
With
I'm
or either that or they're rapists or something like that.
Yes,
You know.
exactly.
I'm still hurt about Theo.
I am
Mhm.
heartbroken over that. That was devastating, y'all.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Oh,
I'm still hurt about Theo.
Okay. Not okay. This was from the chat. Not having a crush on Roxanne from the Goofy movie because yes, Queen. Yes.
I have a crush on
Like
Goofy's son.
like
God.
But listen, Roxanne from a Goofy movie, voiced by Kelly Martin, who I also had a crush on in real life because she was on ER and Life Goes On. But Roxanne was little in the middle, but had much back. Like she was one of those Disney characters that was drawn with some ass. And I'm like, again, I was roughly the same age, and I was like, yep, yep, yeah. My little lesbian heart is like, yep, yep. Oh my God. Having a crush on Whitney Houston and Aaliyah is definitely yes.
Oh,
But
I just add Aaliyah just for kicks and giggles because
well, Aaliyah broke my heart by
that,
by
Yeah.
perishing,
Yeah.
you
she
know.
still to this day I celebrate my birthday the entire month. To this day, I do not celebrate nothing on the 25th of August.
Mm.
I don't. I was having a sleepover, and the fun fact, the last thing she did on my birthday was give away a truck to this guy. And then they went out there to Florida to film the rest of More Than a Woman and partial of Rock the Boat, and then Hype with his blankety blank self decided, hey, let's go to the Bahamas. You didn't have to go to the Bahamas. Mm.
I think to add on to the Roxanne and not to miss out on the somber note of Aaliyah's passing, but the same reason I liked Roxanne on a Goofy movie was also the same reason why Nani on Lilo and Stitch could get it.
Everyone says that.
Mm,
No, even some guys I know, everyone had a crush on Nani. I mean,
thick thighs. You kidding me?
she was stacked like a
Yeah.
brick house. She stacked like a black woman. I'm like, yeah.
Mm. Mary's just sitting over there being real fucking quiet because
No, I'm
Just
I'm looking up celebrities now because like, Marky Mark. Come on.
listen,
Now he's
he's
Oh
all
been an
Lord.
Catholic.
Mark Wahlberg has been an asshole the whole
I
fucking
know.
time. Like even
But
before
like
he was
I
famous,
loved looking at them abs.
beating up an Asian guy, being a
I
racist
know.
dickhole.
Just all these guys that I lusted after.
And he made The
Like before I
Happening. I
knew.
can't forgive him for that movie. That movie sucked so bad.
It's just all of them. They're
He
all
ruined the
pieces of shit.
Transformers too. But
Yeah. Oh,
A
there we
hurt
go.
in
um
There's another one.
disguise.
yeah, the celebrity death that hurt the most.
Michael
Um
Jackson and Prince and Whitney.
I listened to Purple Rain all night long after I found out Prince died. That was hard. Um, there's so many. I don't like Theo hurt. Like Malcolm Jamal Warner. That one hurt.
Oh, yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. And he
Like
wasn't much older than we are.
as far distance as the Cosby Show has been for good reasons lately, it's
Yeah.
still like the Cosby kids didn't do any of that, and then we grew up with them.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, I think it is when I look at the Cosby Show, I look at that was an ensemble cast on purpose, right? That was he wasn't just the. I mean, it was his name on the show, but it wasn't
Yeah.
just him that carried that show, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
I can
Felicia
look at that and
Rashad.
go, I can look at that and go, oh, yeah, he's an asshat that I have no use for. But everybody else on that show, I mean, that legacy still stands solid to me
Listen,
Oh yeah.
I
because it
still
changed the culture. It changed people's awareness and perceptions of things and really opened people's minds up a lot, I think. To the fact that we didn't, that people weren't a stereotypical certain way, that and they were relatable, you know.
I
Every
still
kid on
don't
that show was
I still
relatable.
don't ever want to cross Claire Huxtable.
No, right? Like I don't
Oh,
ever want to piss her off
No.
oh,
ever.
Because
Felicia
Claire
Rashad.
would just deadpan look at you and read you for
Listen,
filth with her eyes
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
and just methodically dissect you with every word that was coming out of her mouth. I was like, I do not want to piss this woman off.
No, 100%.
She
listen.
I crushed on her. Felicia Rashad,
Mhm.
are you fucking kidding me? I had
Right.
such a huge crush on that woman.
She's
Oh
still
my
beautiful.
God.
Yeah, she's so
Yes.
amazing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
She
Right.
is
Sorry,
still beautiful.
Angela.
Yeah. No, but no,
Yes.
y'all, that episode where she went in on Vanessa, still to this day,
Yeah.
Hmm.
it had always like I was afraid to go to concerts because I
Right,
shut up.
exactly.
Listen,
Right.
to
Yes.
to grow up in a black household and be like, why'd you do that? I shut say one word and it's
Right.
like to
Yeah,
grow
no,
up.
to this day I remember the band name The Wretched because I was like, I hear her voice
Yes.
in my it's the
Living with the
wretched. You want
wretched
to see the
and singing the
wretched all
wretched song.
I ran across that episode on Reels a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, no, I'm watching it. I'm watching it because I want to hear Claire go
Yes.
off.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I have that whole series on DVD because I love it. I love
Mhm.
it. I love it. There's still
It's hard to
it's
watch,
classic
but
and it's still
yeah,
well, it still stands, right? There's so because again, it's so relatable, I think, as kids, we the smart ones, especially from Gen X, we respected our parents, right? We knew exactly what was gonna happen if we pissed them off, and behaved the wrong way, and but they what I liked about them was they did it a lot more creatively, right? When the kids thought they were, hot shit and everything, the parents was like, okay, and they got really creative on those lessons they taught their kids. When Theo, like when he said he was going to move out and get his own place, Dad was like, all right. So then he's the landlord and Rudy's the banker and trying to apply for a loan and mom's the cook or whatever, and it taught such great lessons about like simple things like, hey, you're going to move out and you're going to have expenses, and there's things you have to think about. Like we don't have those types of things in shows now, that
Mhm.
they didn't teach us on the same level now that they did back then.
Mary's dying to say something. I see it in her face here.
Okay, because I do my history stories the way I do, I play both sides of things. So we're talking about the Cosby Show, and we know that Bill Cosby was a piece of shit who raped women. But
Mhm.
we are excusing that in favor of the contributions he made to society and our culture, right? So in
Mm,
that, I am not supporting J.K. Rowling. However, we are trashing her books. We are trashing everything because she's a TERF. So why are we excusing that and still watching the show, but then saying we need to burn J.K. Rowling's books?
because
So we
again,
have a man
what I was
and then
saying
we have a
earlier,
woman.
well, it
So
goes
you know
back
what
to
I
what I was
mean?
saying earlier, is that with J.K. Rowling, she's the singular author of the books, right? So there would be no Harry Potter if J.K. Rowling hadn't written the books. What I was saying
Right.
earlier to my point was the Cosby Show. Yes, it was created by Bill Cosby, sure, but the show itself was an ensemble cast, right? So the
Right. And
lessons.
then, but you also then have the results of that where you have like so many people who identified with those characters that helped them through hard times with their families, or you have the Daniel Radcliffes who are so amazing that came out of that. So, you know, I just, I am not defending her by any stretch of the imagination. It's just I'm drawing that parallel because we ended up with so many amazing things because of J.K. Rowling. Like, we can't just dismiss the effect that that had, just like we can't dismiss the effect that Bill Cosby had,
I would
Mhm.
even
say
though he was a
this.
fucking piece of shit. You know
If
what
I'm
I
gonna
mean?
watch, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm just, I don't want it to come across like I support J.K. Rowling. I'm like, it's
No,
what I do
no,
with the
no,
history
we
stuff
know.
too.
The way I look at it is if I watch the Cosby Show or read a Harry Potter book, I've pirated the shit out of that.
Oh, yeah,
Or yeah,
yeah,
like I'm not
yeah.
paying a dime to Bill
No,
Cosby and or to J.K. Rowling or to
no,
any number of these other ones.
Mm.
But
no.
Morgan, you got your
I'm
hand
so black
raised to
church. We
say
got you.
something.
So with shows like the Cosby Show, it's a different world and several other things. Granted, I absolutely do not condone what Bill Cosby has done. I'm still disappointed. Initially, I didn't believe it because I'm like, this is a black man and he's doing this from the 60s and 70s. We all know what's going to happen, but I stood corrected. It has happened. There were a few individuals I questioned, Janice Dickinson being one of them, because of her behavior. But I've learned, regardless of someone's behavior and actions, it still doesn't negate to,
Right.
a person's experience. I could say the same thing about Kay Michelle, but what happened to her concerning the abuse that she faced happened. So, and she be crashing out sometimes just like I do. But with Bill Cosby, for us, it is hard because one, when you have a man who portrayed the black family in a positive role, some of us, that was our reality, but there were many others, they didn't have that. Some of them were the first in their family to graduate from high school, go to college. And when all this happened, we still had a whole generation of people who were sharecroppers and just now getting their social security. So for people like my mom, who's growing up and watching this, it's amazing. And then it's a different world where they're portraying HBCUs. And even still to this day, people
Mhm.
watch it. Bill Cosby was the one that started it, but another, I can't think of her name, but she had picked it up and it kept spinning because it was like, hold on, like let's tweak this up a little bit. So for us, at least for me, when I watch the Cosby Show, it's to support the actors, and of course, y'all know who I'm related to,
Mm.
her as well. So,
Mhm.
but as far as the actions of Bill Cosby, I'm sorry, I can't get past that. I don't believe in anyone using substances to try to seduce somebody to get some, what.
I think
I will never condone that. But I just know for the black community, it's hard because Bill Cosby was our hero.
mhm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was our hero. Same thing with R. Kelly, same thing with Diddy, same thing with Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Boosie, Mystical. And that's just a few. The Dream, that's just a few. That's just a few, y'all. That don't even scratch the surface. Oh, what's his name? Jonathan. Well, that was a little different, but Jonathan. God, can you imagine if Denzel Washington had a scandal? My
Bite the
God,
tongue. Oh my goodness, bite the
my
No,
tongue.
can y'all
no,
imagine? God forbid, but
no.
can y'all imagine if Denzel Washington has a scandal, which he doesn't? But my God, So again, I'm not justifying it, but for us, unfortunately, it's rooted in systematic, historical, and generational trauma. But it still does not give the excuse. It doesn't give the excuse. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You cannot protect the predator if the predator is harming our children and us. We can't. We can't afford that.
But
Well, I
I
think
will say too, though, to kind of go back to Mary's point. I mean, I think you're right to an extent to bring that up because I mean, I think like for me, I love the Harry Potter movies, but again, in similar vein, it's bigger than just J.K. Rowling because again, yes, she wrote the
Right.
books, for sure. But and she created the world, but at some point the world became bigger than her, right? It
Hmm.
again, just like the Cosby show, the ensemble cast, the people that were the actors, it became so much more than her. It took on a life of its own. And so from what it
Right.
became, I still love that. I will watch the Harry
Oh
Potter
yeah.
shows. Now, if she were to write another book, am I going to buy it? Hell no.
Nope.
I think where I
You
am
know?
with that, with if we're just doing a strict dichotomy between Bill Cosby and J.K. Rowling, number one, Bill Cosby isn't putting out content anymore, and he's also not using the proceeds from his content to
Right.
fund legislation
Right.
and organizations that are trying to actively hurt transgender people,
Right.
or any other people. And like Morgan said, there's also a very big cultural
Mhm.
impact, and
Mm-hmm.
even along racial lines here. Uh, as I look back at the Cosby Show, there was, or even like some other, like A Different World or Fat Albert or other works like that, there is a very wholesome thread through that, which supported a
Mm-hmm.
community, which helps me to take the artist and the work and separate it from the artist. Harry Potter, as someone who's recently gone back and read through that the series is riddled, shot through with misogyny, anti-Semitism, racism, happy slaves. Like literally,
Wow.
there's a whole race of house elves in the Harry Potter book who it's like that's weird that one of them wants freedom because the other ones are super happy as slaves, And then there's the goblins, which are very clearly Jewish expies, basically. They're meant to be,
Really?
like, yes, they're modeled after Jewish people. There's the fact that every female villain in the Harry Potter books is described as mannish. So the transphobia was always there.
Wow.
There's the fact that she, like, I can watch the Cosby Show or on an old DVD that was paid for forever ago,
Mhm.
and I'm not supporting it. I'm just enjoying a bit of
Right.
nostalgia
Right.
with the Potterverse. There's still there's still merchandise on the shelves. There's a new TV series coming out, and I'm telling my friends, like, y'all, if you have to watch it, you better pirate that bitch. Do not
Mhm.
let me catch you watching it on some paid service,
Right.
because and with the actors that are currently joining, knowing, like, none,
Hmm.
I don't believe for a second that the Cosby kids or Felicia Rashad even knew what Bill Cosby had been doing during that time to the fullest extent. It
They were
was all
all
done
shocked. They were all
right.
shocked.
And
They immediately, I'm sorry.
it seems I'm sorry, it seems disingenuous to blame them because they couldn't have possibly known. But everybody who's signing up for Harry Potter right now, they fucking know.
Yeah, they I can honestly say because everyone was hitting up Felicia, Keisha, Raven,
Hmm.
um, basically all of the women, including Malcolm, they were like, "Did he ever try to do anything with you?" Especially Raven, because as a
He was
child,
so little, right?
she even still as an adult, because she had admitted that she doesn't really remember her childhood. She would like remember acting, but then like when it was the only thing she remembers was like walking down the stairs, and so she would disassociate herself.
Mm.
So people were like, and Raven was like, I never been violated by him. She was like, that was like my dad. All the women were like, he's never done anything to me. So that was another
Yeah.
thing that
Free.
was like, what? So
We have to do have to understand that there are people involved in this who are victims.
Mm.
That and I have hated that for the Cosby kids, for Keisha, for Lisa and Tempest and all of those who have missed out on all of these royalties because they've had to pull the show because people, I mean, same reason that the kids from Seventh Heaven don't get the royalties now
Yeah.
because of Stephen
mhm.
Collins and what he did. And like I do see like a bit of a mix match there. Like everybody's ready to see Bill Cosby go to jail, but the dad from Seventh Heaven has not seen a moment behind bars because he's white. And
Yeah, I thought when he came out and was talking about everything and that all blew up, I was like, I remember being so naive at the time going, where's the charges? Where's
yeah,
anybody coming out going whatever? And then, and then I was like, I thought about it for a hot second. I was like, oh wait, I know why,
right.
And
And
I was
I'm sorry,
like,
but rape is rape.
right.
And I understand that Bill Cosby's victims were of age of majority. Uh, Stephen Collins' victims were underage.
Hmm.
And
Wait, what?
the dad from Seventh Heaven, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
And he
he
admitted he
he
admitted to
admitted to
molesting
it,
somebody in
and
therapy.
nothing has happened to him whatsoever, except he's had to retire from Hollywood.
Well, they said Tim Antler too. Tim
Mm.
Antler apparently was messing around with some teenager allegedly, and one particular director was caught messing with a 13-year-old, and they allowed him to leave America, and he's been in
You're
Europe
talking
since.
about Roman Polanski.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's been in Europe since watching movies. I watched some of his movies, and I'm like,
Woody Allen
Yeah,
too.
because I'm pretty sure he lives in a country that doesn't do extradition. So
oh my
Yeah.
bad. I meant to say Woody Allen, not Tim Allen. My apologies.
Honestly, Tim
Well, I
Allen's a
mean,
piece of shit too.
yeah,
exactly.
they could
Yeah.
Different
all come back
reasons.
and get a role in government. I mean, let them come back. They
Right.
can help
Right.
run the country.
Oh
Honestly.
gosh. We have reached the 9:30 mark, which is our new ending time. And we are doing a little bit shorter show here throughout the rest of the year. And so we'll be on from 8 o'clock till 9:30. However, if you're feeling like you want to hear more Hurricane Girls, you can go over to our YouTube. You can be right here on our YouTube page. All of our archives are here. You can pick a show, set it and watch it. Go to Spotify, subscribe to us there. Go to Apple Podcasts or really anywhere else you download podcasts and subscribe to us. Like, subscribe to this channel so you can get notifications for our next broadcast. Next week, we will be visiting with New Enemy, alt rock band from Ireland. We're going to listen to one of their songs here in a minute as we close out so you can hear what you're about to get into next week. We are very, very excited about that. And I'm looking forward to the rest of our shows on throughout October, on through the winter hiatus. Um, we're still going to be here. We're gonna be reducing our show run a little bit, so to make it a little easier for you to listen to. Um, my name is Sheila Chappelle. I am America's ex-girlfriend. I'm here tonight with Salty Hurricane Mary, Hurricane Morgan, and Hurricane Sim. Just a little bit of final thoughts here for you, real quick. Final thoughts before we wrap up. Mary, starting with you.
I just want to say again that I don't support J.K. Rowling. I just play devil's advocate because that's what I do. No, I don't think that you blame me. I just don't want
No,
people to misconstrue what I was saying because that's what I do with my history stuff. But at the end of the day, I think that we all need to be very much aware that there are things happening that people are allowing to happen, and they're not taking into consideration the number and the masses of people that are being hurt as a result of our complacency. So we need to be paying attention to not only J.K. Rowling, but all of the people who are getting away with shit along with her.
Mhm.
agreed. And nobody thought anything badly about you, Mary.
I
We
hope
love
not,
you.
because I don't
Not at
want them to
all.
think.
We love you.
Not at
No,
all.
listen, part of being an educator is you ask questions to make people think, right? And that's what you're doing.
Correct.
You're not taking a side on the position. You're saying, hey, well, what about this? And what about this over here? And again, it's meant to provoke thought and conversation, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, definitely. And if this show made you think, then consider going to patreon.com/hurricane girls and give us money. Um, I'm just gonna make it just a naked plea for support. Oh my God. Just it ain't free.
It ain't that much money, people. It ain't that much.
Yeah, it
It's
ain't, you
less than
know.
a fucking Big Mac
Like
meal.
we don't even provide much exclusive content, but just give us some. Just like I don't know.
Yeah, I
Morgan, take away the reins here with your final thought here, so I don't talk anymore.
mean, okay, so first of all, Mary, you're fine. Honestly, that it was a valid question. You know, a lot of times people try to protect men, but when it comes to women doing, because I can't, my mama trying to be
Fuck
respectful.
shit. We'll say it for you. Fuck shit.
Doing some
Thank
fuck
you.
shit.
Yes,
Yes.
whenever women do some nonsense and rubbish, they tend to get beyond backlash, depending on what it is. Because we all know, you know, when a man violates a little girl, you know, we're gonna nail him to the cross, as we
And
should.
then put him in the
Maybe.
office. I'm sorry. And make him president.
Girl,
It's true. It's
girl,
true.
True. It's so true.
girl. Lord have mercy. We could have had a AKA in the. I was fine with the White House being pink and green. No, we chose a I can't hold my bowels, black and blue veins. Shut up, Morgan. Okay, let me get back. On schedule. Whenever women do something, we tend to get a little bit more backlash. But as my mama, that beautiful woman in there always says, for every action you do, there is a reaction. And what you do affects people around you. So while yes, we want to look at her. So while yes, we do want to hold the individuals accountable, but I think the one thing that cancel culture forgets, what about the other individuals? What happens to them? Because I guarantee you, some of these actors, some of them are not getting the payments that they deserve from the movies back in the day that we're still watching. And some of them, you know, don't get royalties for that. So I think we need to do something concerning hold people accountable, yes, but also let's think of a different plan before we just cut everybody off completely.
Fair. Sim, your final thoughts for tonight.
You know, I'm thankful for these kind of shows where it's just kind of us girls a little bit. You know, I always love the guests, and I'm still reeling off of having North Omaha Cat Lady last week. That was
Right.
amazing. Can I say again?
She just
She
emailed me saying how much she loved the show.
she was awesome. She invited me onto one of her lives the other day. I about died. I died. I walked in the room. I was like, "Hey, everybody." 3 seconds later, I'm like, "You were invited to do." I'm like, "Oh God!" And I'm like sitting here doing like this, and I'm like, Jesus fuck. And oh my God, it was amazing. But I also like these opportunities where, you know, we can sit and laugh and just not have to worry about like what questions to ask, and you know, and all the things
Right.
to be, you know, I love the chill times too with my girls. And I appreciate all of you.
Mary has not muted her laugh once
I
tonight.
know, it's awesome. I love hearing it.
Because see, when it's a guest, I don't want to like monopolize it because my laugh is very, very pronounced.
It's
And I actually, it's
infectious is
not
the
about
word
me.
you're looking for.
But
It's
it's
infectious.
We love
but it's
it.
It pierces
awesome.
walls. It pierces walls. I've literally been told that my laugh pierces walls.
Then you're hanging
So
out with the
I,
wrong damn people. If you're not
Right.
being told your laugh is infectious and amazing,
We fucking love it,
Yes.
man.
And I know who said it, and this is what I'm saying.
well, and I actually almost got written up at work. Two of my jobs, I almost got written up because I couldn't control my laugh. Because life is
Tell me
Oh
short.
how
Why
it
not have fun?
upside
I
down. Super,
am here for
super.
my final thoughts of the night, and I'm
Yes,
gonna echo
ma'am.
I'm gonna echo Sim in saying I do enjoy girls' club nights because yes, we do like we have had an incredible uh just one after the other a lineup of guests that come through and we've had just amazing, talented, wonderful very sometimes it's hard to remember that we have amazing, talented, and wonderful people that are already on the show and that come in week after week. And I want to say, especially tonight, as we're changing a little bit about the format of the show, and we're considering, we've made our plans throughout the end of the year. We're booked up. All the guests we're going to book are booked, and we decided on taking a 2 month hiatus at the end of the year, which I think we have earned. And I want to say thank you, not only to you, Mary, Morgan, and Sim, but also to Abby and also to Jen, who cannot be with us tonight because of other obligations, but also to Alia, who is always behind the scenes, but every bit a hurricane girl. And always making sure that we are set to go for each episode, that we know who's coming where, and everybody except me gets to drink water because I am not having it. But but
you need to
just
get yourself some flavored stuff. Like I do the Mio stuff. That way
That's
it makes water
yeah.
I
bearable.
have Coca-Cola flavored water right here.
This tastes like
Yes.
Orange Crush.
Yes, Sim, thank you for putting up with me. But no, it's literally all of you, every hurricane girl out there, for making these 8 months that we've been a cast work so well. And I know y'all have put in we've none of us are getting paid for this shit. So all of us have put in time and our heart with each other, and I've watched all of you grow since January. Like I've watched the
So long
changes
ago.
in each of your lives. You too, Sim, and Morgan and Mary is watching the change in your life, especially, has been phenomenal. And the way y'all have changed my life is just been great. And so I want to end this particular show by saying thank you to all of you and to all that you have done uh, because I had a concept and needed friends to help me make it happen. And I love y'all and I thank y'all so much for it. And to those of you who are out there in the audience right now, commenting on the chat, AT Chick, Mishi, I've seen Kat in the chat tonight. I've seen a couple of random scattered others who are watching. Thank you the most because we do this for you. And if you like it,
We do?
share it.
No,
If you
I'm
like it,
selfish. I'm
share
here for
it.
me. I'm here for y'all.
I'm here for
What?
you too, Mary. Gosh. We're all here. It's Mary's world, and we're just a squirrel trying to get a nut, right? Yeah.
Just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Hmm. Oh my God. Okay, so we did
Hey,
say we were
Music
gonna end.
Factory. Look, I'm just quoting song lyrics, y'all. That's it.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You should
Uh-huh.
probably play the song, Sheila. You should play the
Since we were supposed to end 9 minutes ago now, um, I for Hurricane Mary, Hurricane Morgan, Hurricane Sim, and for Hurricanes Abby, Jen, Alia, and Hermie. I am Hurricane Sheila Chappelle, America's Ex-Girlfriend, Category 5, Hurricane Girl, saying good night and also chin up. Tits out, ladies. We are going to leave tonight listening to New Enemy. Take me away. Come see them next week.